Hi team, welcome to another workout from ProFitness Northwest and CrossFit Bellingham. Today is Monday, May 25th, and it is Memorial Day. So what that means, across the country, CrossFit gyms like ours are doing a very famous workout to honor Lieutenant Michael Murphy, known as Murph. Everybody, this is one of my favorite workouts. It's my favorite workout for two reasons. One, the story, I'll get to that in a little bit. And two, the movements. The movements I think are outstanding. Simply running, pull-ups, push-ups, air squats. If I could do nothing else for exercise and fitness, these are the movements that I would do over and over and over again. You cannot be too good at these movements, and they will make you a badass for sure. That's what I love about this workout in terms of the movements. I also like the volume on this. Not easy to do. Additionally, what I like a lot is the story. I'm going to tell you what I know of it. Try to get through it without choking up. Already in anticipation. If you know me, you know that's how I am. Anyways, Lieutenant Michael Murphy, Navy SEAL. He and his team were pinned down in Afghanistan. And the only way for them to escape to safety would be to get a radio signal out. They needed to get to a position where that radio signal would be able to be transmitted to headquarters where they could get an airplane or a helicopter in to get them to safety. Problem is, getting to that mountaintop or that rock cliff would be a place where whoever got up there would be filled with bullets and they would likely die. Knowing the most likely outcome to that scenario, Lieutenant Michael Murphy volunteered for that duty. And he was able to get to that mountaintop and he was able to get that signal out. And because of his sacrifice, his team was spared. They did get air support and they were able to evacuate that team. And right now, there are many things that can be taken away from that story, but what I'm appreciating currently right now is the idea of doing what you can no matter the sacrifice. And what he did for his team, sacrificing everything he had for his team, is an act of true heroics. We use that word rather loosely these days, what a hero is. That is truly what a hero is to me, is somebody who sacrifices themselves for others. And for that reason, I love this story. And when I do this workout, I just think of what it means to be strong, not only in my body, but inside my mind and inside my spirit. Okay, with that said, end of speech. For your warm-up, go ahead and do a 2-minute run, high knee pulse, walking quad stretch, and grapevine. Nice and easy on your warm-up. Do 3 rounds of 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 air squats. As I've already mentioned, the WOD for the day is Murph. Now, if you're going to do this truly prescribed, you'll be wearing a 20-pound weight vest for men, 15-pound weight vest for women. You'll do a 1-mile run, followed by 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, finish with a 1-mile run. We will have scaling options listed below, so don't worry about that. Also, I know many of you are not able to do pull-ups. Again, don't worry about that. If you can't do pull-ups, you can do a stone lift. You could skip them all together. You could substitute an ab movement as well. Point is, do what you can. We'll have scaling options for you. When you're done with this fantastic workout, then you're going to move into your recovery. You're going to do a forward fold, side splits, downward facing dog, calf stretch, low runner's lunge, pigeon stretch, scorpion, cobra. Finish with that child's pose. Okay, we're going to take a look at the standards for this. Nick's going to show us what those are. Okay, after the run, Nick's going to start with this high knee pull. Just hug that knee as high as you can to your chest. Then once you're done with that, do a walking quad stretch. This is a nice little warm up for those quads. If you want to do this run, this first 1-mile run, quickly, you do want to get nice and warmed up for it. Then a grapevine, nice little twist of the hips here, followed by 3 rounds of 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 air squats. Beautiful push-up next. Then he's going to head right on into those sit-ups, any which way you want, butterfly or straight leg. Then when you're done with that, 5 air squats. Crease of the hip below top of the knee. Make sure you're nice and limber for this. You're going to be doing a lot of them coming up. Okay, when you come in from that first 1 mile run, you're going to start immediately with those 100 pull-ups. If you do not have a pull-up bar, please do not worry. We will have scaling options for you below. Once you're done with those 100 pull-ups, you're going to bust right on into 200 push-ups. This is likely to be the crux of the workout for people. When you're doing your push-ups, be sure not to get burned out. Take your rest breaks as needed. More rest breaks with shorter rest is the way to go. Once you get done with those 200 push-ups, you probably made it through the hardest part of the workout, and now you just grind out 300 air squats. Be sure you are legitimate on every single one of those air squats. Get the crease of the hip below top of the knee. Nice work, Nick. Once you're done with that, 300 air squats, it's another 1 mile run. The tendency on this is to think you're going for a victory lap. Guess what? You're not done yet. Put in a good hard effort on that second 1 mile run. Congratulations, you finished Murph. Congratulations on your effort for Murph. Now you get to recovery. Starts with a forward fold. Gonna hinge at the hips, relax, make sure those legs are straight. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings, potentially across your low back. Once you're done with that for as long as you like, hopefully around 2 to 3 minutes, you're gonna move on into some side splits. Same thing, relax, breathe, feel that tension wherever it exists for you in your body. Exhale and let it melt away. Once you're done with those side splits, you're gonna move into your downward facing dog. Be sure and press your heels down and reach out through your fingertips. Once you're done with that downward dog, you're just gonna cross one leg over. Be sure and stretch those calves. Very important stretch at this point after running. Be sure and do that both legs, of course. Once you're done with that, transition into that low runner's lunge by stepping 1 foot forward to the outside of your hands. Get your hips as low as you can to the floor. Notice one thing about how Nick is doing this. He has his heel right underneath his knee. Once you've done that on both sides, we'll let Nick transition, demo that other side for clarity. Then you're going to move into a pigeon stretch. Just let that shin fold in front of you and use your hands for support as much as you need. Of course, do this on both sides. Feels silly telling you to do a isolateral stretch on both sides, but of course, just making sure no stone is left unturned. Once you're done with that pigeon, then we're gonna move into scorpion. You're really gonna benefit from doing this after all of those push-ups. Stretch those pecs. Once again, both sides before you move into Cobra pose. Beautifully demoed Nick, and then that Cobra pose. From your chest flat on the floor, push up, squeeze your glutes, lift that chest, feel that stretch across your hips and abdomen. Once you're done there, final pose for the day is child's pose. You can go knees apart or knees together, whichever tickles your fancy. Reach out with your fingertips, relax and breathe. Okay, thank you, Nick. Remember to see the description below for some scaling options. We'll have those in there for you. Also, push your names and your scores. Remember, please contact me, Christy, or Nick if you have additional needs for scaling options. We really want to help you with this. Now, without any further delay, 3, 2, 1, go.